Hello, hello. It's saying that I used a bad word in my title and that I shouldn't use that word. I don't know what that means. The only the only word in my title I think that might not be okay is sissy. But like who cares? uh I mean what should I name it? Nova Online exposed. If I can't use the word sissy, what should I say? Nova Online exposed or Nova Online's new sis. Sis. How do I? How's like another word? How's like another way I could say sissy? Why is sissy not okay? I guess I could put like S sissy pics. Uh, that is so stupid. I have to put an asterisk where the I should be. Whatever. All right, guys, we're doing Nova tonight. He recently celebrated his birthday, and on his birthday, people decided to leak a bunch of his DMs. It really seems like Nova Online can't catch a break when it comes to having his DMs exposed. We're gonna look at some of the DMs. I do want to start out with Kiwi Tape's new Nova video from a couple weeks ago. Sorry, 8 days ago. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna take a look at some of the Discord leaks, as well as all of the sissy pics that have come out over the past couple weeks. Sissy during Pride. I know. How old is Nova? He just turned 22. So yeah. Yes, Nova just turned 22. Thank you so much, Lily, for the Twitch tip earlier today. Who is ready for Monday? Not me, but this replay will make it better. Remember to get a good birthday present for Marley, Virtual Heart Hands. Oh yeah, June 15th is Marley's birthday. I think that I am going to go to dinner with her Monday night, so our Monday night stream might get pushed back a little bit, maybe, not sure. But yeah, it's Marley's birthday tomorrow. So thank you so much, Lily. I appreciate that. I'll be sure to pass on the word. Enigma Fire, thank you so much for your Prime subscription. I really appreciate your Twitch Prime. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're just going to jump right on into it, and then afterwards we're going to look at different screenshots as well as what's going on with his TikTok.
Online has lost everything, and he's got no one but himself to blame. The past few weeks have not been very kind to Gabriel Gage, infamous internet predator, and recently recipient of endless betrayal, once again all well earned. Recently, Gabe has thrown his lot in with a group quite like himself. They're called UTTP, and they are well known for spreading disturbing as well as illegal content. Well, through this alliance...
Oh, okay. Nova has an alliance with UTTP. Okay, I've never heard of that one. But okay. All right, this is news.
Nova found further friendship with a fan of his named Alice, also known as the...
Okay, so I think that we've talked about Alice in previous streams. Alice is like his little friend. I don't know how old Alice is, but she's kind of his accomplice, and she kind of goes to bat for him.
Girl from the infamous Nova fangirl videos, where she built a literal shrine to him. Well, she and Nova decided that they didn't like the way he was being covered on various social media platforms. So Alice, Gabe, and all of their mutual friends decided that they were going to do everything they could to dig up the addresses of commentators covering Nova, so they could post the...
You know, it's the people who cover Nova. I wouldn't say that I'm like the regulars. Like, I don't think that I'm on the radar at all. But if you follow Nova on Twitter, he constantly fights with this one guy on here. I mean, he fights with Kiwi Tapes and he fights with that other guy Smokey, but the one who he really hates is this other channel named Bloodspeth. We've looked at some of his clips in the past. He really hates him. That's like his nemesis. That's his number one. I believe that Nova's current Twitter username is official fake Speth hater.
Information online and use it to harass said people. As I'm sure many of you know by now, I was targeted by this scheme. Gabe and his friends found what they believed was my home and my family, then deciding to post this information on the Kiwi Farms. There, Gabe would post what he believes to be pictures of my entire family, my wife, my kids, my dogs. It took users about 5 minutes to figure out that this was a fail dox, and that these people had nothing to do with me. Gabe, seeing his support wither, decided to turn tail and run. The owner of the Kiwi Farms, Noel, would pull the IP from the post, and of course, it came from Nova's hometown, basically confirming that this was his attempt. We had
UTTP stands for the YouTube Troll Police. Oh, okay. Alice is affiliated with UTTP. Okay. The YouTube Troll Police is like a Discord clan that goes after people who make snark content or reaction content. All right.
have further proof of it being him.
So he went on Kiwi Farms and posted a bunch of pictures of some random person and random dogs and said, "This is Kiwi Tapes." And then someone pulled the IP from where that photo was posted, and they found that it was him doing it. Okay. Balding at 22. Keep the hat on.
Him in Discord messages, but we'll get to those later. The whole reason I'm bringing this up now is because Alice has now turned on Nova. What was once a friendship so strong they were willing to harass families together has fallen apart, and Alice has completely turned on Gabe, leaking their private phone conversations to fellow YouTuber Bloodspeth. What you're about to see is a clip of a phone call between Alice and Nova, where they
No, Alice turned on him? Oh my gosh. Well, you know what's crazy? When all of these right-hand men and like the accomplices like eventually turn on the lolcow, it's just funny how they always have all of these receipts and these phone calls. I mean, I don't know. I've never recorded phone calls with people that I believed were my friends. It's almost like you were planning on doing this eventually.
discuss their desires to dox commentators that cover Nova unfavorably, believing that their doxings will be so successful they'll make a podcast out of it.
But one thing that I have to have on my Subway sandwich is extra red onion.
Yeah, onions are like pretty bold to me.
Yeah, and I get plenty of onions because they're smoky repellent. Smokey hates onions.
Yeah, we should drop a ton of onions off at his doorstep.
That would be fucking hilarious. but I don't think he's been phone booked yet.
Bro, we're close to getting... Did you see Bloodspeth's hand?
Yeah, it's off his fingers. Imagine if he's fat just like Lemur.
I had a... Bro, yeah. I think he is. Unironically.
And yeah, we got all that dirt on him now.
Yeah, he hasn't been posting as much.
Yeah, I think his last...
This sounds like two teenagers. I mean, I know that he's 22, but the girl doesn't sound much older than 16.
7 or 8 community posts have been about me. Yeah, he's at the top of my list for project commentator then.
Yeah, we need to start working on that, actually. Yeah, we need to get Solidus, too. We need to get Shin Universe. All of them.
Oh, no. So Solidus is a Twitter account. I don't know if he's a YouTube channel, but he posts a lot of the leaks about Nova. So certain ones that we're going to look at eventually, they just post like random photos of Nova. So like, here's him on like a random afternoon wearing a Bluey the Dog children's TV show shirt. Just real random shit. Like, I mean, and they also have like kind of explicit ones too. I believe unredacted. He's wearing a bluey diaper. This one was particularly heinous because in this photo there was visible animal feces on the floor while he was on all fours taking this selfie. So Solidus Nova is an account that tweets those kind of pictures.
Yeah, ask me.
Would you want to be in the first episode of Project Commentator Down on Apple Podcasts?
Of course. I'd love to.
Nova will constantly complain about how the trolls are harassing him, about how what they're doing is illegal and they need to stop. Well, personally, I can say I've never tried to dox Nova. I never wanted to send things to his house or put pictures of his mom online. He has tried to do all of that to me and to all the other commentators who simply cover his antics. Antics is really the wrong choice of words. Predatory behavior, that's the ticket. Gabe cannot stand the fact that everyone knows his dirty secrets and that it's affected him so significantly. But I truly believe that it's all from notoriety, not from trolls harassing him. The reason why his life is so terrible is because he's so infamous and so well known. But Gabe wants to blame it all on just a hand.
He has gotten more pop. I mean, when was the first time that we did a live stream on him? Maybe like 5 or 6 months ago. I think since then he has gotten more popular. We need trigger warnings. You should know that anytime I go live, it should serve as a trigger warning. I don't know. Should I put like a disclaimer at the top of the screen? Oh my god. Gingerbread! Hey, nice to see you. Early again, I see. Still lurking, still here. Maybe just a little bit early. Thank you so much, Gingerbread. Hope your move's going well. Or your lack of moving. I'm not sure. Celeste, thank you. Oliver Tree died this morning, and I'm so glad you went live. I don't know who that is. My friend also said the same thing, and she said that she was really upset. I was never familiar with that name, but I'm so sorry to hear that. Thank you, Celeste. Squirrel, hey Squirrel. Took my friends to Lawrenceville Pride, and they stood around like lost puppies at a shelter. Learned my lesson. Awkward ally heart hands. Aw, you gotta get into it. You know, have fun. Jump around. Listen to fun music. It's not meant to be taken seriously. Maybe next year will be better. I'm sorry to hear that, Squirrel.
Full of people so that he can target them any way he can. A prime example of this would be the recent striking of Chin Universe, another channel who regularly covers Gabriel's, I shouldn't say antics again, predatory behavior. Well, Gabe didn't like this too much and decided that he was going to use the YouTube copyright system inappropriately to copyright strike content that was well within fair use. Initially, these strikes did go through, but after
Well, yeah, they always go through. I mean, you can shut someone up for a little bit, but they're only going to let
human review,
they're only going to let you do that so many times. That's what that the Natter guy does all the time. But the annoying part about YouTube's copyright system is whenever they do that to you, even though they have no chance at winning, even though there's no likelihood that they would ever get a lawyer, you still have to give them personal information, which is annoying. Like when Alicia Doherty did it to me, I had to give her all of my information because basically that was me saying, okay, let's dance, sue me.
They were reversed.
So he can copyright strike people, and if they want their account to be let off the hook, then they have to give information to him for him to be able to sue. It's really ass backward.
Here is a piece of a phone call between Alice and Nova where they discuss this situation. Notice how particularly enthusiastic Gabe is about false copyright striking.
I almost got Chin, actually.
How?
The copyright strikes.
Oh, yeah, you did. But why is he posting again? How is he, like, going under... Isn't he, like, editing all of his descriptions of, like, the fair use thingy?
Now he is. But I only made sure to strike videos that were blatantly copied.
Yeah.
And even though I managed to get 3 videos taken down, Chin still had his channel. Now he's only down to 1 strike.
I wish YouTube would stop letting him get away with it.
Get this. He deleted a ton of videos when he was about to get banned.
Of course he did.
That's an admission of guilt right fucking there.
They also discuss it here in this Discord text message. I won the second DMCA removal.
Who's the thief now, bitch? I won the second DMCA removal. Well, I mean, anytime you initiate one of these, like, the video gets temporarily taken down. So you didn't really win, you just initiated a request, which most, like, anybody can do that. Like, Alicia was able to take all my shit down, but then as soon as that all got cleared, like, it was able to go back up. I don't cover Alicia on here anymore because she's a dead topic, but that was all able to go back up afterwards. So, I mean, this is kind of like winning the battle, but not winning the war.
Request. One more and he's gone. Who's the thief now, bitch? Except I never stole any videos. He then tries to call Alice, but she doesn't answer, so he spams her Discord. Nova
Oh my god, at 3 a.m.
and Alice often discuss getting people. If you remember my last video, he wrote an entire list of people who he hated and saw as trolls. I also find it extremely interesting that Gabe was focusing on the amount of strikes that had stuck. It's proof that he wasn't just striking videos that he thought were theft. No, this was a coordinated attack, with the planned outcome being the deletion of the Chin universe.
I think that Amber Lynn would like to do this too. I don't think that Amber Lynn cares as much, and I don't know if she would orchestrate it to this extent and, like, put in as much effort as he does with some of the Chinians that he has. But I think that Amber Lynn would like the idea of having a little mafia that could go after reaction channels. Or at least an army.
That's not copyright misuse, I don't know what is. In trying to bend the rules of YouTube to suit his needs, he broke them, and it's not out of the realm of possibility that his channel could face future repercussions. A lot of these phone calls between
I don't even know if he makes money on YouTube. Does Nova even make... I have only ever thought of him as, like, a TikToker. Let me see his... Usually when you search people like this, their channel doesn't come up. It's just a bunch of reaction channels. Like, if I actually want to find the real person, Nova Online's YouTube channel, I'd have to look pretty far. But I don't know if he ever made money on YouTube. I think he's always just been like TikTok and other platforms.
Alice and Nova are of an inappropriate nature. It's either that or what you just saw, them bragging about perceived wins, but there was one phone call in this leak that stood out in particular, and that made me push this segment to the forefront of the video. This is not a happy phone call. Nova is absolutely losing it. It was right after the only person who hung out with him in real life said they were done with him. It's the same friend that Bloodspeth would eventually...
Oh my god. The big WWE belt. This is not a very flattering cinch.
interview, the one that said Nova smelt of cat pee, the same one who knew Gabe was an internet predator and went out of his way to befriend him, leaving him gifts of food and mowing his lawn. Well, Gabe must have been pretty upset to see all of that come to an end, because right after he called Alice bawling.
Are you okay?
No, I'm far from okay. Two of my friends fucking turned their backs on me.
Oh
Including my
no.
only IRL friend.
Oh my god. him calling someone and crying and saying, 2 people turned their backs on me that were supposed to be my friend, while she, his friend, is recording the phone call to later give to reaction channels.
I'm so sorry. How did they do that? I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
I can't fucking suffer like this anymore.
Don't do anything, please.
Can't take this anymore. Why do you think I tried to myself? I tried to. I got marks on my arm. I don't know what to do either. I think the only way out of this.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll look at that in a second. So what he just talked about was, he says he can't take this anymore. He can't do it anymore. Why do you think that I have marks on my arm? I've already tried to end it once. So, like, it would be like if you scratched your forearm very hard. I think that he scratched his forearm very hard, and he like took a picture of it and said, "Look, I tried to do it."
If I,
No, absolutely not.
I'm putting the knife away. I'm putting the knife away.
Please.
Did you see what I just sent you?
Oh no. Please don't do that to yourself.
Now's not the time, Mom. And it had to happen while my mental health was at its lowest. And I want to talk about what happened.
17-year-olds shouldn't be giving pep talks to depressed adults. Oh, I was like 13 years old having conversations with like women in their 30s that were going through divorces on World of Warcraft. Like, no, like, I agree. Some teenagers just need to log off. Like, I really wish that I wouldn't have spent as much time online growing up as I did. It's just like, there's so many fucking freaks out there. K Bezzy, thank you. I don't know why we pay you for our birthdays, but mine was Friday, so here you go, I guess. That's just the way it works around here. I don't make the rules, but, you know, thank you for paying tribute. Happy birthday. DMS, thank you for 11 months. Almost a full year of Labubu's, La Big Bigs, and Jordy's sass. Thanks for all the laughs like the stream girls. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate 11 months. If you guys wouldn't mind clicking the thumbs up button on the stream, I'd appreciate it. And so would DMS. Finn's mom, thank you. Again, I was able to catch you. I feel special. Thank you for being here 2 nights in a row. I really appreciate that, Finn's mom. Thank you, thank you.
It'll make me want to hurt myself even more. Only because of the bullshit that happened today. There's absolutely nothing that can cheer me up right now. I don't want to, but there's voices in my head telling me to do it. I've never felt this bad in my life. No.
Now is not the time, Mom. I'm busy emotionally manipulating a child. Pretty much.
I don't mind really. You don't get the problem. I have a question, but you're probably going to say no to it. You think you can DoorDash me some orange soda, Dr. Pepper for 7-Eleven, please? If you can.
I know you just watched all that, but let's put it on paper for perspective. Gabe calls up Alice, bawling about how his friend left him. After dry heaving, Gabe starts to threaten himself, sending Alice pictures of his scraped up arm. What he considers to be something serious is nothing more than a couple of scratches leaving a red mark. But after threatening himself quite profusely, he asks
So I don't know if Kiwi Tape shows it in this video here, but we definitely can take a look at that photo because I think I have it saved somewhere. It was earlier it was like earlier last week. I really want you guys to see it because it does. It just looks like he scratched his forearm. Oh, here it is. Okay. So him coming on here and he was like, I'm gonna do it. So he did this, and then he was like, look, I tried to do it. Yeah. So this is what he's referring to, by the way. I think that this is a great time to introduce tonight's co-host. Tonight's co-host is Baguette Twinkle Twinkle. Loaf of bread Twinkle Twinkle, whatever you would like to call him. He's very excited to be here. Loaf of bread Twinkle Twinkle has never co-hosted before. He's newer to my collection, and he's very happy to be here. Hello, everyone. Let's get some bread in the chat for Baguette Twinkle Twinkle. That looks like one time when I had a mosquito bite. I mean, have you ever like brushed up against the corner of a table or something and like you get scratched? This doesn't really look like anything.
Alice to get him some DoorDash, and he doesn't just stop at once, giving her his order while his mom screams at him to take the dog outside.
Might make me feel better.
Okay, write it down.
It's open 24 hours in the area. Just orange soda and Dr. Pepper. And if you want to throw in the surprise, it's okay. Now it's not the time, Mama. Any orange soda works. Whatever saves you the most money, if that's what you prefer. 7-Eleven.
Mm-hmm.
Attention seeking to the max. Yeah, it reminds me of that one Family Guy clip where Peter goes into a hospital bed and takes a selfie and posts online. Not doing the best. Don't ask questions.
Sorry for asking this. I actually just surprised me as long as there's no olives. I just had to go for a walk. I can't believe this happened. Really close. Like my only IRL friend close. It didn't break the skin, but I wish you were here with me. That thing fake stuff isn't streaming anymore. Now's not the time! Hey, give me.
I wish you were here with me right now. Yeah, so I think that he is trying to emotionally manipulate Alice, but I think that he's really bad at it. Oh my god, everything is coming down, crashing all around me. Look at what I'm going through right now. I wish you could be here to comfort me. I guess that this is supposed to make her think like, like, let me be here to comfort you. This is just pathetic.
A moment. I was trying not to hurt myself, okay? Because I'm not taking the dog out.
I tell ya, nothing pulls me out of an absolute tailspin of despair, quite like the knowledge that 7-Eleven is 24/7. What I'm getting at, and I don't say this lightly, is that this phone call to Alice and the whole situation was 100% for attention. Gabe wants people to think that TikTok is his emotional outlet for all of his frustrations, but truly it's the people around him, his mother and buddy trolls. So when he lost his lawn mowing boyfriend, he lost not only a competent lawnmower, but also one of the few people that he could lay all of his problems upon.
He likes to be humiliated, and he has a little girl feel bad for him for being bullied. I think that he does have a humiliation kink, like all of these sissy pics that have come out. So this is today's thumbnail, and in some of the Discord messages that we're going to look at later on, in some of them, like he says things like, "Yeah, I want to be sissified. I want to be bimbified. I want to be like somebody's little bitch." I think because I mean, like you're not going to wear like Victoria's Secret clothing that says Sissy University on it with a bluey diaper underneath, unless, you know, you don't. I feel like that's kind of the point here. Like, I think that these photos were always meant to get out.
As well as mistreat, all under the guise of venting. If you need further proof of this, look no further than the next section of this video, because I know this is going to sound crazy, but Nova's next door neighbor has begun to speak out against him, and he has a lot to say, especially regarding the way that he treats his family, as well as the community. This next door neighbor would do an interview with fellow YouTuber Bloodspeth, and they would start off talking about how the neighbor came to know of Gabe's internet infamy.
All right, so first.
So we might skip. We'll listen to a little bit of it. We have listened to a lot of this in one of the previous streams with the neighbor. Basically, he says that, you know, oh, I have kids. I'll stand outside sometimes, and he'll just be going ape shit on his front driveway, and he'll just be acting a complete fool, and he'll scream at night, and he'll yell at his animals. And so I think that the neighbor is kind of intrigued by his behavior. I think that he likes to troll Nova. So that's basically all there is to take from this. But we have listened to most of this already, so...
Impressions of Nova. When we moved into the house, I did not know who lived next door. Basically, when I moved in, I saw him for the first time, and I was kind of questioning of who he was, and basically, he was just acting weird when I first met him. To be honest, I just didn't know who he was. He was sometimes coming out of the house and yelling at his dog, and just being very loud and obnoxious. And I kind of just put up with it for the first bit, and after that, I saw on TikTok his face, and I was like, wait a second, that is my neighbor. And at work, I asked people if they knew this person, because I saw he had a high following account. So some of my coworkers already previously knew him, and then they couldn't believe that he was actually my neighbor. And that's kind of how it all started, was him just being loud and obnoxious, me seeing his face.
If Gabe was maybe just a little bit quieter of a neighbor, I don't know if this guy would have ever found out about Nova. It sounds like Gabe has a lot.
Well, it sounds like people at work told him who he was. I don't know if I necessarily believe that he was just kind of scrolling on TikTok and he came upon Nova and realized, oh, this is my neighbor, and put two and two together. I think that he was given a heads up, or maybe he knew of him prior. But I guess in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter.
Of unrecorded meltdown.
But I guess what I'm trying to say is the neighbor... I think the neighbor likes to fuck with him, but also simultaneously kind of giving the vibe of I didn't look for any of this. I wasn't trying to get involved. It just kind of happened. I think that he likes to kind of fuck with him, which is funny. I don't know. It's funny. But he kind of wants to give off the vibe of I don't give a fuck. Basement Cat Gang, thank you for 8 months. I appreciate you coming back for an 8th month. Oh my gosh. What I would do for another retelling of the Basement Cat Gang story. Thanks for being here. Talk to the Turtle, hi. So sad I missed the super chats about the Denver, Colorado Girl World girls. We need to create a meetup via super chat. Yeah, exactly. I am here to orchestrate that for you guys. If you're looking to make friends via super chat, I am so here for that. Thank you, Talk to the Turtle. Hope you're having a good weekend.
Which seem to be the neighbor's primary gripe with him, but there are other, much more shocking things to come. After learning how the neighbor was introduced to Gabe's internet infamy, they would start talking about what Nova stories the neighbor had, and what was said was pretty interesting.
And then I've also had impounding officials come in and try and remove certain vehicles from his property.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So I've had multiple talks about his dog with him, because his dog tried biting my ankles one time when I was working on our fence.
Uh-oh.
And I've talked. He's apologized for a dog coming over trying to bite me and being aggressive and stuff. But it's just a Chihuahua, so it doesn't really scare me.
Mm-hmm.
But when we first moved in, and I was cooking barbecue out in the backyard or just out there with my family, he would try and talk over the fence to me, and I would just keep it short. The most
You're outside barbecuing with your family, and Nova is poking his head through the fence trying to talk to you. Hey, you got any Pokemon cards? Hey, do your kids like Bluey? Oh my god. I'd get a hose and spray him.
that I remember talking to him about was he locked himself out of his house. And he was trying to figure out how to get back in, and he ended up crawling through his window. Yeah, he basically opened the window and then started just shoveling out DoorDash meals to make an entry for himself. The whole time, he basically apologizing that we had to witness that, and he's like, "Don't you hate that? Don't you hate when you lock yourself out of your house?" I'm like, "Yep, totally get it." Like,
Don't you hate it when you lock yourself out of your house and your disabled mother can't let you in, so you have to go in through your window, which requires you to literally shovel DoorDash out of the way so you can get in? Don't you guys hate when that happens? Well, something else that Gabe hates is his dog. The neighbor would also allege that Gabe is screaming for poor Mouse at all hours of the night, along with Mouse's generally aggressive nature.
I've tried to hit privacy modes on it so it doesn't register all the DoorDash drivers that he gets. But a lot of times when he has tantrums, he triggers.
So I don't know how he makes money. That's really what's lost on me. He's not making any money on TikTok. If he is, it's very little. He doesn't work a traditional job. He doesn't make any money on YouTube. Like, where does he get any of his money?
My camera and it just automatically records. So
Wow. Okay, and you mentioned that previously as well, saying it wakes you up in the middle of the night. Can you kind of elaborate on that?
So his dog likes to run away a lot. This is the most that he basically wakes us up.
Animal waste in that house is shocking, and the interview would actually shine more light on this in particular. Apparently, the only person in that house who actually forces Gabe to do something doesn't live there. Allegedly, Nova's aunt has been known to come around and force Gabe to clean, primarily focusing on said animal waste. After the cleaning,
I don't know. That is just a completely different mind frame entirely. Dogs pooping all over the house and you just being okay with it.
done, if Gabe's
That's like Tofia Chu's house. So whenever the dogs and stuff would poop at Tofia Chu's house, they would just put down boxes on top of it and walk on the boxes, and it would just like create more and more layers of boxes.
a good boy, he gets a treat. The aunt comes over almost every Friday to take Gabe wherever he wants, places like Dave and Buster's.
His aunt likes to come over and basically make him clean and basically helps him out, give him groceries. It seems like she's actually a nice lady and she wants to kick Gabriel out, but she can't because it's not her son. It's just her sister's son. So,
Okay.
basically, whenever she comes over, though, there's either a big tantrum fight from Nova, and he throws a fit, and his aunt basically doesn't put up with his bullshit and puts him back in his place. The aunt took away her vehicle.
Oh.
So it seems to me like the aunt, I'm assuming it's the aunt. It sounds like it's the aunt.
Oh my god. In one of the pictures I have up on here, just like looking at him right here, there's one picture where he's like, I really need to shave because sissies. Oh yeah, here it is. I need to shave because sissies don't have facial hair. So I guess at Sissy University, you cannot be enrolled if you have a beard. So I suppose he would be going for this kind of look to fully realize the sissy fantasy.
Seems like she's the only responsible one out of the two of them. So the aunt drives their car and basically doesn't give it to them because I don't think she's supposed to be driving, so she doesn't want her to try and drive, I'm assuming. But Nova can't drive either. I think he doesn't have a license, I don't believe. So.
No, he doesn't. So it's always what you assume to be his aunt driving?
Yeah, so the aunt will come by every Friday afternoon, and I'm talking about every Friday. They go out somewhere. She takes Nova out somewhere out in the wilderness to either Dave and Buster's or wherever he wants to go, and that's like his one time a week.
See, I mean, but like he only, I think that he really only knows that through videos that Nova has posted. Because remember, we watched the one video of Nova becoming the human claw crane at Dave and Buster's, and he picked up a stuffed animal. I mean, how would he know that otherwise? Just from like looking at his house from his deck?
We were dead asleep. It was like 2:00 in the morning, and it seemed like he was drunk. And he was like singing or being super loud at night, making these weird noises. And by the time I got up to wonder what was going on, he went back inside already. But very brief moments, he comes out and then goes back into his house. Yeah, so I'm one of the youngest people on the blocks. Mm-hmm. I would say that most of my neighbors are pretty older, or they're a lot older than I am. Mm-hmm. So they don't intend to be on the internet, I don't think. They know of him. I know the neighbor across his house has reported to the city hall multiple times about mice and just trash in his front lawn and not cutting his front lawn. And
oh yeah, that front lawn's not getting any lawn care. I mean, if he's not cleaning up poop inside of the house, then he's not grooming the front lawn.
Neighbor next to him, that's not next to me, obviously, but his other neighbor, he
Knowing boyfriend gone, that's not going to change anytime soon. And it sounds like neither is the mouse problem. I don't mean Nova's dog, I mean actual mice. It is the neighbor's belief that these small rodents are living in the USPS boxes outside of Nova's house, and that the infestation is so severe that it's now spreading to other homes.
So someone.
Oh my god. So all of the trash and all of the debris and all of the filth from his home is starting to affect some of the neighbors. Yeah, that would get on my nerves.
Pranked him with all these USPS.
Yeah, I mean, if your house and your yard want to be an eyesore, that's one thing. But when it starts to infiltrate other houses, no. Because he's busy grooming something else. Emma, thank you so much. I got a large margarita at a local Mexican place. It was bigger than my head, and I had to drink all of it so I could, to prove to my fiance that I could. I can drink this, look! I get 2 next time. Thanks so much, Emma. I hope you had a lovely dinner. Deborah Kirk had just sent in 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much for expanding the channel, Deborah. I really appreciate you doing that. Guys, let's get some cats and kangaroos in the chat for Deborah Kirk's generosity. 5 memberships just went out. Thank you.
Boxes. I'm pretty sure you've seen them.
Yes, yeah.
But they are a big nuisance, according to both my neighbors across the street and the one to the other side of
It's rules for thee and not for me. Gabe wants to harass others without being harassed himself. These boxes are a minor inconvenience for Gabe, but instead of getting rid of them, he's turned them into a big inconvenience for the neighborhood, making a veritable rat palace that he has no intentions of cleaning up. Gabe cannot be bothered to do any sort of upkeep on his home, so it's not shocking that the way he treats his family is also very poor. What Bloodspeth and the neighbor talked about next was a medical event that Gabe's mom had. Apparently, she OD'd. Gabe claims that it was weed, but we don't know for sure. What we do know is that it was so serious that after her hospital visit, Gabe's mom had a month-long stay at rehab.
Yeah, so his mom...
Again, we already took a look at this interview with the neighbor, so I don't really want to go through this again. So that's why I'm kind of skipping past all this.
And he couldn't after this next.
Be full of elders. Instead of trying to help them, he expects the opposite, that his neighbors and local...
The Rat Palace. Well, a lot of these boxes that he gets, I'd imagine they're full of DoorDash food. So the rats probably want to get in there because they're attracted to the smell. additionally, so I guess if they're making like a kingdom out of all of these boxes, maybe this has something to do with it too. He says, I'm so fucking sick of trolls sending boxes and shit to my house. So people send him stuff all the time. I mean, they show up to his house, they film him. I mean, the front lawn just this is disgusting. And then Alice ended up asking, what is in those boxes? And he said, nothing. They're all empty. So people just sending him empty boxes. And I think like on these boxes, they write like, you're a pedo. Like they just write nasty stuff to him. So he puts these empty boxes in his front yard because I guess he's too lazy to throw them away. And then the rats kind of turn the boxes into infrastructure.
Officials are all there to serve him. The dichotomy between the neighbor and Nova is fascinating. This neighbor seems like he's not that much older than Gabe. He has a full-fledged life and is a help around the community. Meanwhile, Gabe is the opposite. Instead of being known for helping out, he's known for the amount of DoorDash he orders.
So he orders DoorDash 2 to 3 times a day. And
I don't know how he affords that. I have no idea how he affords that. Do I put my P.O. boxes in my front yard? Yeah. I love mice.
It's either from 7-Eleven, 76, like gas stations, like small.
That's also terrible because at a gas station, usually you have to pay convenience store prices. So a bag of candy is like double the price than it might be at a grocery store. So he's getting that DoorDashed, which is an additional fee on top of the convenience fee. I mean, it's just so stupid. Any money he gets, I don't know where he gets money from. It goes right back out to stupid shit.
Snacks and foods, or it is random restaurants around that he'll DoorDash. Very rarely does he come back with groceries. And if he does, he gets the groceries delivered to his house. He doesn't go out and get them.
Wow. 2 to 3 times a day? Really? Is that consistently?
Yeah. I actually had to turn off my front porch camera because I was catching so many vehicle drivers coming into his driveway, and it was like registering it as like detection notified. So I was getting around 2 to 3 Uber drivers a day, or Uber Eats drivers or DoorDash drivers a day. Mm-hmm. And from what I know is if they mess up.
And he said that he wanted to be a DoorDash driver himself, but he wanted to do it on his bicycle because he didn't have a driver's license or a car to use.
His order, he'll try and refund the whole meal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's just terrible. Like, it's none of the DoorDashers' fault. So
Nova would have you believe that he lost around 70 pounds without medical intervention, but his neighbor says that he DoorDashes 2 to 3 times at least.
He probably lost all of this weight because of undiagnosed diabetes. It explains the hair thinning as well. Well, that would be scary. If he actually is diabetic and he's losing all of this weight because of that, I mean, he also doesn't really seem like someone that gets medical checkups or looks after his health. This is pretty spooky. Awfully spooky. Rainbow Snake, thank you. I have a teacher interview tomorrow for a school that's way nicer than the one I'm currently at. Hopefully teaching will entice. Also, him balding at 22 is crazy. Well, good luck to you. I hope that you get into that better school. Oh my gosh. Well, good luck to ya. Nova balding at 22. I don't know if it's like a medical thing or if it's genetic, but maybe it's because of his diet. Who knows? Good luck to you, Rainbow.
He constantly reviews fast food, along with sugary drinks. It becomes clearer to me with every video that something else is going on. I've heard the word Ozempic tossed around, as well as diabetic.
He's not spending money on Ozempic. For him to be able to get Ozempic, that would be like a few $100s a month. He doesn't have that kind of money. Any money he makes just goes right back out to. I think the only money that he makes and has, it gets either spent on Pokemon cards or food. I don't think he buys anything else. I mean, he might buy toys, but I really think that that's it. Just like Pokemon cards and food. There's no way he would spend his money on Ozempic.
Ketoacidosis, and upon delving deeper into that, it's terrifying, as is what unregulated sugar can do to the human body. But you know what else is probably terrifying? Trying to wash your dishes in your kitchen, and you hear a man-child screaming next door, so loud that it wakes up your kid.
Yeah, so his front porch faces my back porch. Mm-hmm. So when I am doing... I've actually had to yell at him before.
Oh, that's a good point. He does spend some of his money on the fetish stuff. So, pacifiers, diapers, sissy university merch, jewelry that he might have. Yeah, the blinged out binky. That's true. Okay, so fetish stuff, Pokemon cards, and food.
Because he was...
Doesn't he do hormone replacement because his body doesn't produce any testosterone? I don't think that he does that, but he has mentioned in the past that his body creates a lot of estrogen or something.
Losing his mind and having a tantrum. And my kid was crying, and it was so loud that I think it was making my kid upset. And they were sleeping, and my kid woke up and was just crying. So I actually opened up my kitchen window and yelled at Nova to shut up. And he said he apologized, and his mom basically scolded him for it as well. Told him how he needed to calm down. But yeah, when it comes to yelling, I'm sure 2 to 3.
Well, this neighbor is probably the only male authoritative figure that he has in his life. So he, at 22, has a neighbor that's maybe a couple years older than him, and he's kind of acting as like the male influence in his life. So he'll yell at him, and then the mom will yell at him too.
House is down, can hear him for how loud he is.
Jeez. What was the that specific tantrum about, if you remember?
That one was a Uber. He thought he was going to miss an Uber appointment or meetup. So it was for his mom and him, and I guess something happened where she couldn't fit in one of the cars. Mm-hmm. So they had to get a different Uber, and that's when he lost his mind. Sorry. He kind of paces back and forth and just yells out loud.
Okay.
It's not really directed at anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just he paces back and forth and just yells. Yeah, I think that's the one time so far that I've actually been frustrated with him.
I bet.
As being a neighbor, personally, because he woke up my kid and I was a little upset. So.
But all of this is pretty small in comparison to the next clip I'm about to show you, because Nova's neighbor alleged that a fellow neighbor had told him a story about Gabe, and this story is pretty disturbing. The old lady would allege that Nova was responsible.
Okay, so yeah, this is about one of his animals that he used to have, and then we took a look at the screenshots in the last time that we covered Nova, and the past tense, the wording of it made it sound very odd. And he also used 2 different pronouns. He referred to one of the dogs as a she, and then when he got confronted about it recently, Nova said he didn't ever get abused, or it was really weird. It was fishy. So the neighbor alleges that Nova kicked the dog, and the dog actually ended up dying. Let's move past that.
Today, for example, his dog hasn't been let outside once, and a dog needs to go outside. Quit the internet. Then the list came up, and asked Nova if he knew about it, and he just said it was a names list, and then the agent was basically asking, is it a hit list? And Nova said, no, it's not. It's just people that I despise and trolls.
A hit list. I still have not made the hit list, thankfully. Sydney, thank you for 8 months. Hey divas, I've been MIA because of finals. I passed all of my classes this semester, getting this pre-med degree. Well, congratulations to you. Oh my goodness. You will be finished in the blink of an eye. It goes by so quickly. That is awesome that you are staying focused, and it is nice to see you, Sydney. I hope you have a great summer. Are you calling me big? Hi. Hey, how you? I went to Pride and had fun. I got a rainbow bracelet, some art, and a book to put all of my stickers in. Happy Pride to all the not normals. Gay heart hands. Gay heart hands back to you. Are you calling me big? That sounds like a very fun weekend. I am glad that you were able to go out and have some fun. Thanks so much for updating us. Toasty, hi. Yay, more people other than Hambor. Happy Sunday, Jordy and co-host. Well, thank you so much, Toasty. Yeah, maybe this week we'll do that infamous grab bag stream. I keep teasing it. I want to do Morgan and Paul. I want to do Morgan and Paul. I want to do the Dohertys, or at least Alex Doherty. I don't know if there's much to talk about when it comes to Alicia. But yeah, thank you so much, Toasty.
Yeah, he basically just said that, like, you're stealing his content, and you're getting money from it. It should be illegal of what you're doing. And he said there was someone in Michigan or something. I can't remember the name he said, but
like the fire department and the detective. Even though the neighbor had said about all he had to say on Gabe, life was far from overthrowing curveballs at Nova Online. A couple days later, some trolls came to Nova's house and spray-painted pedo equals Nova on the side of his home. And after complaining about it for like a day, Nova decided he was going to paint over it. But he was going to do all of this on a live stream. So he boots up the live stream and starts painting, only for his neighbor to come over and start talking to him.
Dude, that video was 2 months ago. Why drag the South Park meme? Alright. You can kind of clearly see where the vandalism took place, and we still got that bit to do. Because if I just paint over the letters, it'll be pretty apparent what you said. And I fucking hate being humiliated IRL, so I cannot stop swearing when I'm in this kind of mood.
You know, you can go to Sherman, if that color doesn't match,
Yeah?
go to Sherman-Williams, like, take a chip of paint off of your house.
Oh.
Go to Sherman-Williams, they'll match it, so it'll blend in perfectly with.
Okay, we already saw this clip.
As soon as Nova's neighbor starts saying stuff about turning himself in, that's when Gabe ends the live stream. He expected this live stream to be a poor me moment, look at how I'm being harassed. But he would do this to anyone on his list in a heartbeat. Nova is a massive hypocrite, and despite what you might think, an egomaniac. Gabriel puts on a very noticeable front when he's on camera, trying to present what he thinks is a cool, slightly nerdy guy with amazing knowledge of convenience store items. But behind the scenes, Gabe is much more desperate. He craves attention and adoration from almost anyone. As I'm sure you heard from his earlier phone call, he has no friends in real life, so his social outlet is Discord, but he lacks the awareness.
Kind of sounds like Amber Lynn. Nothing to do in real life, no friends in real life, nowhere to go, no one to hang out with, no one to talk to. Well, when I don't have any of those options, I guess I'll just go on Discord.
To realize almost everyone talking to him has ulterior motives. Maybe he realizes this, but is so starved for attention that he'll put up with it. Either way, this situation has led to numerous DM leaks, and I'm going to read the finest of them here for you now. What you're about to see are 4 different people, not at all connected, who have individually exposed their DMs with Gabe, starting with this one where he further discusses the harassment files. Trolls are people that mess with me. Like, just regular hate comments, I don't consider those trolls, but you try to betray me and leak DMs, send me shit I didn't order, or leak footage from your security camera, cough cough wheeze cough, then yeah, it's a troll. Who is redacted? My neighbor, who I recently found out was a troll. He conveniently left for vacation today.
The neighbor likes to fuck with them. I think that we'll see more stuff from the neighbor in the future. I think that that's pretty funny. If I were that neighbor, I would get a kick out of this. I mean, you could have fucking girl world-esque content on your back porch.
Then he talks.
Really, if that neighbor were smart, he could create a reaction channel. I mean, he'd be getting some of the best information, and he'd be able to leak it first. The neighbor should make a reaction channel
About how he made this for if something ever happens to him, and that reveals the true nature of the harassment files. They most likely don't exist, will never be released, or have absolutely no impact. It's all just a big lie from Gabe to scare his supposed trolls. The next set of leaks discusses his doxing attempt on me, and this, along with the IP, are the confirmation that Gabe was actually behind this. But they start off discussing the bike. Nova says that he's ridden it 3 times, and when he's asked more about it, he says that repairs were only $85. A couple of months back, Nova asked his audience for over $200 to repair his bike, only just getting it repaired now, claiming the shop was too busy, and it also seems like he pocketed over $100 in the process.
Whoa. $100. So that's like what? Two, maybe 3 door dashes? Okay. Wow. So he only had to spend $85 to fix his bicycle, and he got to spend the other 100 on food. Look at him. Well, I mean, now that he has his bicycle, he can DoorDash.
Just one in a long line of scams that Nova has pulled. After that, they start talking about the doxing attempt against me, and how it was an abject failure. We got Kiwi tapes. It's official. Huh, and you just believed that, pretty much. Also, that's kinda from April. Why now? And who is we? There are too many red flags here. Just a little side note, I have a pretty good idea of who we is. And it seems that much like Gabe, they're not too fond of their predatory behavior being displayed to the wider internet. But
And who is we? Oh my god, who is he talking about? Tofiachu? So I guess, well, I mean, Kiwi Tapes makes content on so many different people. So maybe Nova and Tofia, even though they're enemies, they put their differences aside to team up against Kiwi Tapes. This is so stupid. Amber's Portuguese Knuckles, thank you so much for the extremely generous super chat. I just got my bonus. Here's your cut. Thanks for keeping me entertained while my husband is at work. Portuguese heart hands. Thank you so much for sending that in. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a great weekend, and I will always be here to entertain. I do my best. I do my best. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being around. Really, really generous of you. Thank you. Thank you. That's the first red we've seen in a while, I think. I mean, Deborah has sent one, but you know, who's counting? Who's keeping score? Not me. Thank you, Portuguese Knuckles. Nova and Tofia are forbidden lovers. Strangely, I think that they would make a good couple. If Tofia, you would have to find a woman for Nova that has like a dominant side to her, because Nova very obviously likes to be dommed. He likes to be the sissy sub. So you would need to find a woman that would be into having like a bitch boy. Literally a red 2 nights ago. I don't know what you're talking about. Omen. Hi, Omen. I didn't consent to this thumbnail. The villagers would have had this man surrounded by torches before sunset. I'm just saying. I'll be watching from inside a salt circle. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I don't think that Nova would fare too well in a small town village. But thankfully, he can just sit on Discord all day, so he doesn't have to interact with the real world.
Let me continue. I have no idea, but I had zero partake in this. Maybe this person was talking about another person they worked with. Nix responds with, "Yet you were the one who put the messages as the final blow in Kiwi Farms," saying that yes, he basically did partake in it. I think the craziest thing about all of this is I could show you a picture of Nova's mom, I could show you a picture of his aunt, I could show you a picture of his house, but I don't do any of that because it's not his mom's fault, it's not his neighbor's fault. Gabe is 110% to blame for his current situation, but he'd rather blame people like me. It ties back into the theme of Nova being a massive hypocrite, creating something called the harassment files because supposedly so many people are bothering you, while behind the scenes trying to harass people who do nothing but call out your predatory behavior and document your abjectly disgusting lifestyle. There is nothing you and your buddies can do to stop the documentation or to stop people from giving their opinions on the situation. That will never change.
And also, the motivations behind reaction channels are different than his motivations. He's very young, and he's very motivated by appearance and reputation and how he's perceived and engagement, interactions, how many likes he gets, how many people are saying nice things about him in the comments. People like Kiwi Tapes who are older than him and have been doing this for years. I mean, this is just a business. This is just a job. This is just creating content. He doesn't view it the same way, so his motivations are different. Kind of the same thing with Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn really isn't motivated by money either.
The scheme that you all have attempted has failed, being nothing but a waste of time for you. But your wasted time makes me very happy. Waste as much as you like hunting me down. That is less time that you all will have to prey upon children and share disgust.
Ha 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 ha, he's motivated by appearance. Well, not so much the way that he looks. I meant the way that he is perceived online, I suppose. Thank you so much. Havarti, I was worried I wouldn't be able to catch this live since I'm on my Croatian vacation. I guess it's a good thing I'm still jet lagged to catch you. Oh my gosh. Sounds like you're having a fun summer. I really appreciate that, Havarti. And I'm glad that you caught me. Thanks for being here tonight. Choo Shoo, thank you for gifting a subscription on Kick to Unknown Entity. Really appreciate you doing that, Choo Shoo. Thank you, thank you.
Imagery, but I've digressed enough. Let me get back into the messages. They continue talking about the doxing with Nova saying, "To be honest, I just did what the trolls did to me. But as I've learned, two wrongs don't make a right." I just want to quickly point out I've never done anything like that to Gabe. I would also like to point out that people usually...
Because he doesn't care. I mean, like, what... How would Kiwi Tapes benefit from sending stupid shit to, really, the people that are like sending fake boxes and like showing up at his house and like mailing him stupid stuff and sending him pizzas that aren't paid for, like the only people that do that are like kids like himself. The reaction channels and the people that are making money off of all this, like, they don't care about that kind of stuff.
Learn that two wrongs don't make a right before the age of 22. They then go back and forth with some small talk, and Nova then says, "Just because of what happened, I cried myself to sleep. I hated myself so much." Well, Gabe, maybe you wouldn't hate yourself if you didn't take part in such evil behavior. You are literally everything you accuse your trolls of being. Even worse, I would say. After this, they discuss the spray painting incident, with Gabe saying that he had to fork over $60 to Ace Hardware just to get a paint bucket. He then says that
oh no. Well, you got to keep 100 extra from all of those bicycle donations, so there's that. You know what I mean? Oh no, I had to spend $60 on paint to paint my shed because someone spray painted Pedo Nova on it. Oh my goodness. So stupid. Well, I don't know. You had the extra money. Speaking of money, Crocker has just sent in an insanely generous donation. Thank you so much, Crocker. Oh my goodness. Hey, I hope you're doing well, Jordy. Thank you for always making us laugh. Okay, bye. Back to the replay. Well, thank you for stopping in, Crocker. I really appreciate the extremely generous super chat. Thank you so much. I hope you, Harlow, and Poe are doing very well. Always nice to see that profile picture pop up. Thank you so much, Crocker. That is extremely generous of you. Thank you, thank you. Portuguese Knuckles has followed suit with 20 gifted memberships. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Amber's Portuguese Knuckles. I really appreciate you doing that. Whoa. Keeping her company while the hubby's at work. Well, you're keeping all of our members memberfied. That was stupid. Sorry. Thank you so much, Amber's Portuguese Knuckles. I really appreciate it. Guys, let's get the Knuckles emojis in the chat. Is there a knuckle emoji? Yeah. There's like a fist emoji. Oh, that actually might send the wrong message. Okay, wait. No, don't. Please don't send the fist emoji. Yeah, you'll figure it out. I believe in you guys. Thank you so much, Crocker, and thank you so much, Amber's Portuguese Knuckles. I appreciate that, guys. Let's get cats and Knuckles emojis. Yeah, I charge back incoming.
He talked about it with his neighbor, and that he didn't condone the vandalism, even trying to help him, according to his wife. This is probably in reference to the spray paint stream. After that, they begin to talk about security cameras, which Nova claims are for future crimes people try to commit on my property, claiming that if his current cameras decided to work, he would have more evidence for the cops. If
Someone that doesn't clean up poop and piss around their house from dogs isn't operating security cameras.
you remember earlier, the neighbor discusses Gabe putting up security cameras to catch the trolls, but not properly fastening them, being set off by the wind and blown over. The end of this DM chain is poetic. Nova says if you were a true friend, you wouldn't leak DMs regardless, and Nyx tells him you'll be seeing of me soon. This was probably the largest leak. It talked about the doxing attempt and the bike repair.
But I think that he likes to be exposed. I think that he likes to be humiliated. I think that he makes friends with these people knowing that they're going to expose him later on. I think that that's part of the fun for him. Because if all of his antics were kept behind closed doors, then people wouldn't know how much of like a twisted sicko he is. And he kind of likes it when he's outed as a twisted sicko. I mean, for most people, that would be mortifying to have pictures out there on the internet of you in a Bluey diaper or wearing Sissy University merch. I don't know, like Brian Gnome comes to mind when I think of this kind of stuff. But if you like the humiliation and you like the aspect of like people knowing about it and seeing it, then I mean, that just changes the game. So I don't know how much really, this leaked, but it's like he had a large hand in that.
The next one we're going to talk about is the one that I find most interesting, because it's just Gabe telling a guy how sad he is. FMMFL. I've hit rock bottom. I'm crying, and I don't know why. Back says maybe you need to get off social media for a while. And Gabe says that's not why I'm crying. It's my aunt. She keeps bitching for no reason. She's probably quote-unquote bitching because you have a mountain of animal feces inside, or over the fact that you, a somewhat healthy 22-year-old man, cannot care for his own disabled mother. Or maybe it's the fact that you prey upon children. It could be any of those. In this next message chain, Nova says, I hate to message you so late.
Because if people didn't know, they wouldn't give him any attention. It's just attention that he wants. Yeah, and like I think that for most people, they grow out of that because I mean, we've all known children, we've all known teenagers that do attention-seeking behaviors, but by 22, you should be past that. I mean, you should be wanting to build a foundation for your life, and you should be wanting to work toward goals, like the validation and attention from other people. Like that's very middle and high school. But I don't know. Maybe he just really nearly never moved on, and he's very immature in that regard. And I guess maybe he never got the attention at home. So in a way, like this is like a sick, twisted fantasy. Deborah, thank you so much. Someone send Nova a skip. What do you mean? Send him a skip. What's a skip? Is this like Australian vernacular that I'm not familiar with? What's a skip? Girl misaligned. Thank you. Did you think Nova monetizing his sissy and diaper content, and that's where the money's coming from? I guess that I wouldn't know, but I would probably think that if he is on weird websites such as FetLife, and he was putting up those kinds of things and making money on it, I think that someone would come across it and they would clock it. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I guess he could be making money off of that. I don't know if he's smart enough to be doing that, though. And I also think that people that do that, like, if you were to do that and you liked being humiliated, you would probably want that to get out so that you could get more traffic so that people would pay for the subscription. I don't know. I don't think that he's very business minded.
But I don't feel safe alone. Crying emoji. After a little bit of talk about Discord, he says, me and my mom.
A bin. Oh, a garbage can? Okay, so Australian people call a garbage can a skip. I know that UK people call it bin. Yeah. A skip is a large dumpster you generally hire for. Okay, so yeah, a dumpster. Yeah, I've no. Yes, that must be like a. That must be like a disconnect there. Yeah, I've never heard a dumpster be called a skip. Thank you for educating me, Deborah.
Mom are having issues. I feel worthless and unvalued. I actually want to samurai myself, and I want someone on the phone to make sure I don't. Back then asks them if they've contacted crisis services, and Nova says,
I'm literally crying right now, and I never cry. I have seen Nova cry multiple times. I never cry. I feel worthless. I want to do things to myself. If I call them, my mom will get mad at me. Oh my god.
that he won't because if he does, his mom will get angry. Also claiming that he's crying right now, and he never cries. If I didn't understand Gabe's psyche quite so well, I'd find this message chain sad. But Gabe does this to just about everyone he knows or has contact with. And he's also a man who has had songs written about how big of a predator he is. My sympathy is more than diminished. The next day, they begin discussing the situation further. I'd rather not talk about it. I really should have gone to the crisis center last night. I have one about 15 minutes from my house. I don't think I need one right now.
I don't think he wants to go to a crisis center. I don't think that he wants help. I think that he just wants people to baby him and say, "Oh my gosh, you're feeling this way? Oh." I mean, I don't mean to make light of mental health or people that feel extremely depressed to the point that they feel that they would be better off not around at all, but I don't think that this is one of those kind of situations. Frog on a Log, thank you so much for, what is this, 10 or 15 gifted memberships? Oh my god. Thank you so much, Frog on a Log. Whoa, look at this. Twitch getting some gifted memberships. Welcome to all of our new members. Oh my god, Lakaya got one. Big Titties got one. Look at this. I really appreciate all of the gifting that you have been doing, Frog on a Log. Thank you so much. Guys, let's get those frogs and let's get those logs emojis. Is it a log? Is it a stump? I want to say on the emoji keyboard, it's actually a log. Thank you so much, Frog on a Log. I really appreciate you expanding the Twitch team. Tori Rose also subscribed on Twitch for 3 months with her Prime. Thanks so much for doing that, Tori. I appreciate it. The Twitch team reigns supreme. Behind YouTube, of course. But they're equally loved.
The counselor I was talking to last night made me cry, and I never cry. This is like the 3rd time we've talked about you crying in this video alone. We just watched an entire phone call of you weeping to Alice, saying a lot of the same shit, but also leveraging it to get soda. I like to think myself a pretty creative guy, but I couldn't even write this shit. Samurai baiting for sodas? It's almost as wild as the fact that Tofiachu is selling her blood for Hello Kitty merch. This year has been absolutely nuts. But once again, I am digressing. Let's get on to the next.
I'm gonna sell plasma for Labubus. Y'all watch me.
Set of leaks. In the words of some other predators, can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Nova's had all kinds of DMs leaked, but one thing I never expected to see were Clash of Clans chats. We've seen them in the past, but it's still fascinating that he's playing Clash of Clans in 2026. That's not at all a dig on anybody. I loved the game once upon a time. But
Clash of Clans is very much so like straight guy gaming on the toilet kind of phone game, yeah? Like, you get tied up in it and you end up spending like hundreds of dollars because the only way to get ahead is to pay money. I don't know, I just picture like straight guy on a toilet playing Clash of Clans.
hadn't thought of it for years until I saw these messages. Nova, you kicked your dog. Admit it. There's literally a video of you kicking your dog on live. I saw you do it. Joe Biden says, not gonna lie, this is insane. Why did any of this ever happen? And Gabe angrily responds, keep it up, I'll kick you. She did not yelp, so I didn't kick her. And my neighbor said alleged.
This is very Amberlin coded. Keep it up and I'll kick you too.
Not for sure. It's all false. The dog died of cancer in 2024, not by it being kicked. I never even kicked her. The topic of how Gabe treats his animals has been heavily discussed recently among people.
Yeah. Joe Biden gives his take on Nova kicking his dog.
Who watch Nova. It is my opinion that at the very least his animals are being mistreated. At the very least. It's also been noted that Mouse is very aggressive, which is kind of common among Chihuahuas, but that aggression comes from a place of fear. It seems like Mouse is living in abject terror, so whatever's happening in there.
Yeah, that neighbor should go rescue Mouse. Next time Mouse gets out, rescue Mouse, take him into your house, house Mouse, and don't tell Nova that you have seen him. No, I don't know where he went. I haven't seen him. Rescue, that neighbor needs to come in clutch and rescue Mouse once and for all.
It's not good for him. Or the cat, which I've only seen like twice. It's very elusive. Probably spending most of its time hunting rats out of the heap.
Oh yeah, I mean, that cat has its work cut out for it. Oh my gosh. Letting a bunch of cats out on his property would probably be the best thing for his house. Cats are vicious. Cats will kill. Cats. There's like a rat's nest. Everything. Yeah. Oh my gosh. A cat will take care of that. Damn.
So Gabe's not only had numerous Discord DMs leak, but also Clash of Clans chats, as well as his Snapchat stories.
Oh my god. This is so 14 years old. I need attention. I've lost all hope. I feel like no one loves me. ... Nova, like...
which we're beginning to see more of. I've lost all...
I mean, I remember like people in middle school posting shit like this.
hope. I feel like no one loves me. I have no idea where this fits in the timeline. I think it might have been right after his Etsy page was closed down, which is something we'll probably discuss in the next Nova video.
Yeah, so his Etsy account got taken down because it was flagged by a bunch of people, but he did end up getting it back, so he did get that one on the haters.
Today was about all of the bombshells that have been dropping over the past few weeks. Alice's betrayal, the neighbor interview, the doxing attempt on me, visits from the FBI, the fire department, and very many mice. We've known for a long time that there are no lows Gabe won't stoop to, no one that he won't hurt to get what he wants. But recently, Gabe has been even more emboldened by kindred spirits who believe he shouldn't be criticized, but nothing will stop me or dozens of other people from covering it and uncovering just what you've been up.
What does he sell on Etsy? He sells his bracelets, the paracord bracelets. It's like these little pieces of string tied together, and he says that they're like for mental health, and he says that all of the proceeds go to charity, but charity means DoorDash. Oh yeah, the paracord bracelets. One of more, the creator of the Amber Lynn Labubu, her boyfriend sent me his own version of a paracord bracelet. I think I have it around here somewhere. Where is that thing? I must have misplaced it. Normally I have everything. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Yes. One of you sent me a paracord bracelet. So I have a paracord. I believe his are called Nova cord, but I don't know if this is like a thing, like trendy or what. Like I don't even know what paracord means. But yeah, I have one. It's not from Nova's Etsy shop, but I have like a similar concept to it because one of you sent it to me. Predacord. Yeah, Predacord. Thank you so much, Emma. I got laid off a couple weeks ago, but I got a new job offer with a higher up job with a great pay raise. They said it was the best interview they've had in a while. Here's to bigger and better things. Congratulations. I love good news. I love good news. That is awesome. Sounds like a great start to summer. A big ass margarita and a new high paying job. That's awesome. Thanks so much for the good news. Lemonade, hello. My 19th birthday was yesterday, so here's my late tax. Also, I don't know if anyone has ever said this, but Nova wears safe space shirts because he identifies as Neptunic, which means that he likes women and feminine people. No, I've never heard this before. I've also never seen that word in my life. He identifies as Neptunic, which means that he likes women and feminine people. I mean, there's so many different terms that people use to label their sexuality. I can't keep up. Neptunic is definitely something that I've never heard of, but it seems like things are always constantly being created. So thank you for educating me. I appreciate that. And happy birthday to you. Guys, let's get some cakes in the chat for Lemon. Oh, no, not cakes. Let's get some lemons in the chat for Lemon's 19th birthday. Thank you, Lemon.
Too, because I have a bad feeling that there's so much we don't know about.
Oh, goodness. Goodness. All right, let's take a look at some screenshots that I have put together, as well as Nova's TikTok. So let's just kind of go on that and take a little look-see-poo at everything that I have pulled up. Wasn't Chris Chan Neptunic? What's the opposite of Neptunic? Like if like you only like masculine. Is there a word for that? I know that there's a word for being attracted to intelligence. There's the sapiosexual, like you're only attracted to people that are intelligent or that you believe are intelligent. And there's also like demisexual, and there's all sorts of things. There's all sorts of things. Okay, so a couple of the photos here. So this is a close-up of Sissy University. Whenever I see this kind of print and whenever I see this kind of strap on clothes like this, it just reminds me of Victoria's Secret. So I really don't know where he got his hands on this Sissy University merch, but this is lovely. It goes really well with the balding. Here's another selfie that I believe is in the thumbnail of today's stream of Sissy University. So you can kind of see the diaper exploding out of the waistband on the bottoms of the Sissy University bikini, or whatever you want to call this. Another one, he's wearing some type of... actually, maybe one of you can help me out with this. He says that K-12 is based off of the movie. So he's wearing like what appears to be some type of princess dress. I don't know what movie this is, but maybe it's some type of Disney movie. Does anyone know what this is from? That diaper's a little big for an ABDL brand. Melanie Martinez? K-12 is a Melanie Martinez thing. I don't know what that is. Melanie... America singer-songwriter. She is a New York-based alt-pop singer-songwriter. Oh, okay. I've never heard of this person. Oh, okay. So it looks like Melanie Martinez wears like outfits similar to this, so maybe... But in his message, he said it was based off of the movie. I mean, it kind of looks like maybe she wears something similar. There's a movie that's K-12. K-12 is her album. Okay. Jordy going down the Melanie rabbit hole. I've never heard of this person. She's a pedo too. Oh, really? She's an alleged rapist. She made a movie for her album K-12. Oh, well, I mean, that makes sense why he would be into her then. Oh my god. This is from the Sissy Files. The Sissy Files, it looks like he's cuddling some stuffed animal bear or something. I don't really know, but yeah, here he is cuddled up with some stuffed animal. Here is one of the blinged out binkies. This is really nothing new. We've seen these before. We've seen his whole collection. This is just one of many. He gets a lot of these on Etsy. Like, you can get blinged out binkies like this, and some of them are upwards of like $30 and $40. So he has a whole collection. He has several of these. So it looks like this blinged out binky has like a charm on it or something, like a little pony that like a child would ride or something. So he has a keychain charm attached to the blinged out binky. This is very extravagant. Who are these pictures for? I guess just different like Discord people that he talks to, like people that he flirts with, or maybe like other sissy people that he's friends with. I'm not sure who he takes these photos for. But what was speculated earlier in a super chat was maybe this was like this kind of content's being created so that he could monetize it. But I don't know if that's the case. But really, I don't know how this guy makes money. I really don't know how Nova makes money. I don't think that he makes money on TikTok. He sure as shit doesn't make hardly any money off of making the paracord Novacord bracelets. Beats me. Beats me. Here is him holding the stuffed bear up to his chest, taking a sexy selfie of some sort. I just saw some things most people in I guess that this is a chastity. So everyone knows what chastity is, yes. So he said that he saw people who are in chastity, and most of them have an F machine. So some type of machine that would do that to you. And Alyssa says, "You wish that you had that, huh?" And Nova says, "Yeah, I wish I did have that." Okay, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Here he is also telling his friend Alyssa that he just got out of his appointment, and that it went okay, and that at one point during the appointment, he was clearing out notifications on one of the kink Discord servers that he was a part of, and his therapist asked what he was doing, and he was embarrassed to tell her, and she doesn't know about the diaper stuff, and she doesn't know about him wanting to be a cuck. Alyssa asked, "Well, what does the therapist know?" And he said, "Well, I didn't go into detail. I just told her that it was kinky." Okay. So I think that if Nova was in a therapist's office and he was going on his phone, it was probably done so on purpose in hopes that the therapist would ask him what he was doing. And it worked. It worked. "Oh, what are you doing on your phone? Who are you talking to? What kinds of things are you looking at?" "Oh, nothing. Just kinky stuff." Cool. So here is Nova talking to one of his other friends that he role plays with. I guess that they were doing some type of like brother-sister role play. "Nova, when are we gonna announce the pregnancy?" "Sis, stop." "Nuh-uh, step bro." Oh, okay, so maybe it's not brother and sister. Maybe it's like stepbrother and stepsister role play. Okay, that makes it so much better. "Nova, when are we gonna announce the Okay, great. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, let's take a look at some of his stuff.
Can someone ping me in a year from now and see the difference?
Exclusive weight loss
Shades
property
and
of
Lendelman,
Efenovenuners on
the
TikTok.
time has finally come. It has been 1 year and 2 days since I made that video. And for those of you asking why I didn't do it 2 days earlier, I'm sorry, my mental health was in a bad place. Mental health comes before weigh-ins, okay? To be strong physically, you also have to be strong mentally. Good old trusty scale.
Why is his toe black? Are we all looking at the same image right now? Is that dirt or blood? Look at the inside of the toe. That's spooky.
$207 at my.
Okay, so he weighs basically 208 pounds, but he's short. I don't know how tall he is, but he doesn't look to be much more than maybe like 5'6".
My peak, I was 280. That was around the time I recorded that video. I lost 72.2 pounds. And note that I don't take Ozempic.
He looks like Pics. That's all I see when I look at him. Chantal, Foodie Beauty has this friend. This is Pics 20 years ago.
I don't have anything that any mental disorders that affect my eating, and I also don't have diabetes according to my doctor. My health and everything is completely normal. So this was just by health changes and changing my diet. Take fucking that, trolls. You said I couldn't do it. I did it. And I am almost out of the obesity range.
Well, honestly, it's probably because he doesn't have money, because he's been demonetized over the past year. He probably doesn't have the money to be spending on fast food as much as he would like. Nova is... oh my god. Is he a brony? I don't know if he likes My Little Pony specifically, but he definitely likes things similar to that. Bull, it's diabetes.
In my BMI. I just gotta lose another 10 or so pounds, and then I'll be out. And I will know...
10 pounds? He thinks that 197 pounds at like 5'6" is healthy? No. I just need to lose 10 more pounds? Oh my god. No.
I'm gonna be considered obese. The obesity range in my BMI. I just gotta lose another 10 or so pounds, and then I'll be out. And I will no longer be considered obese.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I misheard him. So after he loses 10 more pounds, he will be overweight. So there's underweight, normal, overweight, obese, and then like, like Amberlin level. All right. Well, hey, you got to take it one day at a time. I'm not obese. I'm overweight. Take that.
What is going on, everyone? It is Hey Nova Kadri, the Novine Universe, Magic Wizard, whatever you may know me as, and we are back.
I apologize for the volume. There's no way of me making it. There's no way to make it louder.
Back with another video. Now I'm gonna be uploading this on my YouTube. I'm gonna be uploading this on my old YouTube, so some of my old classmates know what my business is, and I'm also uploading this on TikTok as well. If you're from TikTok, you may notice this beautiful Nova Cord vest. And some of you may be asking, hey Nova, what is Nova Cord? Well, that's what this video is about. I'm going to be talking about Nova Cord, what its business mission is, and how you can order a Nova Cord for yourself. So, Nova Cord is my brand new paracord business. I make so many custom paracords, like this one, which I call the Union Jack, which a customer just ordered. I'm going to have to ship that out soon. I also made this one called the Shadow Realm. Amazing design. I also made this one.
I like how he didn't even show it in the video. Like, I can't even really see what he's referring to.
A long time ago, actually, called Red Racing in the fishtail weave with a color clip. This one's also going to be shipped out very, very soon. So, basically, Nova Cord...
Well, he certainly has the boxes to be able to send these out in.
...is creating paracord bracelets at an affordable price, and they are very customizable. I've got over 200 colors to select from, and this is just going to be amazing. Nova cords are very, very customizable. You also have 4 different clip types to choose from, and they're customizable to your wrist size too. Like, for example, my wrist size is 9 inches on the paracord jig, and to measure your own wrist size, I will be popping up a photo here very shortly right there. So, yeah, that's just for the YouTube part. So, what is Nova Cord's mission? So, Nova Cord's mission is to make very customizable paracord bracelets in support for mental health and other various non-profit organizations.
I want to say that that's his old Walmart vest dyed black. So he used to work at Walmart. So I would think that if you get terminated from Walmart, you don't get to keep the vest. So maybe he did just never return the vest and he ended up just Yeah. I don't know where he got this. Or maybe he had it like custom made on some website.
I have donated a good amount of my sales to NAMI, which is the National Association of Mental Health, or whatever it may be. I forgot what it stands for. But I've donated to various
I've donated a lot of money to whatever it's called.
NAMI organizations. I have donated to the Trevor Project, which, if you don't know, is a suicide hotline for LGBTQ support. And I have also donated to the Autism Society of Washington, which, if you don't know, it basically helps with like support people who have autism. And I also donate to other various organizations such as Susan G. Komen. Like, I have created a pink bracelet in the Susan G. Komen colors, and part of the proceeds would go to Susan G. Komen. So let me just say the Angry Robot is a 1 weave. This is a 2 weave. I sell this for about
2 weave. What's mine? Oh, mine's a 2 weave. I have black and blue. A 1 weave.
about $13 due to it being a little more complicated, and due to it being
13. He wants $13 for that.
Made to order. However, a single cord like this Union Jack, which is like a whole bunch of colors within the one cord, this is only $11.50 with a standard clip, and only about $4 shipping, while the Angry Robot costs about $6 to ship. However, if you want like a limited edition cat clip, which are selling while supplies last.
Oh, while you hear that, guys? While supplies last. If you want to get your cat paracord, you'd better get your order in soon.
For yeah, that is a little bit of an extra dollar because these cat clips are fucking expensive. Finally found the Meganium box. Let's play some Rip It or Clip It. Will we get a hit or will we get nothing but shit? I'm sick of singing the jingle. Also, my arm is writhing in pain right now, so if I sound pissed off, it's the pain. Blame the pain. Of course, we got the promo, and it's bigger brother. 4 packs of Ascended Heroes. This is going to be my first time opening Ascended as well, so I'm going to be surprised. Okay, sifting through the pack.
Exclusive property of the Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube.
Nothing in the first. Sifting through the second. We got nothing. Sifting through the third pack. No way! I think I just pulled the Mega Gengar! There's no fucking way! I think I just pulled the Mega Gengar, Mom! Holy shit!
Is it that's the mom in the background screaming, "Gabriel, stop"?
There's no fucking way!
The mom in the background saying, "Gabriel, stop." What is I can't even understand what he's saying. The Mega Gengar? Does anyone know what this is called? The Mega Gengar. Alright, let me see how much this is worth. Mega Gengar Pokemon card. Well, I mean, I don't know, like, but some of the ones coming up online right now, like these don't look like his. I mean, there's ones for like thousands of dollars, and then there's one for like $3. But none of these. His has like words on it.
I think I just pulled the Mega Gengar, Mom! Holy shit! False alarm. It's not this Mega Gengar. I think it's the attack rare. Still a really good pull. This is probably worth a pretty penny.
The attack rare. Okay, I don't fucking know anything about Pokemon. I think I just pulled a Mega Gengar. Gabriel, stop.
Yeah. It's worth a pretty penny. This is worth more than I paid for the box. So,
Well, how much is that? I mean, I don't know. I'm curious. Mega Gengar Attack Rare. Well, I don't know. It varies. It's $80, $35. There's one on eBay right now for $35. It's looking like this goes anywhere from $35 to $80. I just pulled the Mega Gengar.
wow, we actually got a hit. Bam! It's the attack rare, not the SIR. Still a really damn good card. I'm glad with this pull. Novine Universe signing off. Holy fuck, I am leaving that in.
Weapon. Thank you, Weapon. Another baby soon. There's gonna be even more Jordies. No! Oh my gosh. Y'all are gonna have to start calling me Genghis Khan. Thank you so much, Weapon. I appreciate that. Ginger, hi! Nova could genuinely put a Victorian child into a coma. This is what life looks like 100 years from now. Sam P. Spire, hello. Slacking off of the job. I hate to watch Jordy while my old as fuck bully coworkers are in conduct meeting for bullying. Life is good sometimes, y'all. Oh my goodness. Wow. A conduct meeting for bullying. Oh my gosh. Well, nice to hear that you didn't have to attend that. Thank you so much, Sam.
Welcome to Happy Boy Eats, where I'm Happy Boy, I eat, nuff said. Today we are trying the all-new B-Dubs Around the World platter for the 2026 World Cup. We're going to be trying everything on plain cauliflower wings. Let's start with the maple sweet chili sauce from America.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok and YouTube.
The maple is overpowering the sweet chili flavor. Very depressing. Alright, now peri peri from, I believe this is India, I'm not sure.
This is like watching Rosie do that around the world Coca-Cola taste test.
Oh, that's got a really strong spice on the back end. It's really, really good, and that can cheer me up further. Curry sauce from the United Kingdom. Okay. I can see why London likes this sauce so much. Now let's go sweet elote from Mexico.
I pulled the Mega Gengar.
That one's really good.
You know what? I probably shouldn't make too much fun of him. I like to collect stuff too. My ears. No. Ow. 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 Novacord customer service will not be answered until Monday due to constant trolls and people who think shit touching is funny. Yeah, I'm turning down the volume so that doesn't happen again.
So I recently went to a convenience store and I found some snacks that I really enjoyed from my childhood.
No, ew. You're not allowed to like Bunch of Crunch. Put that down.
We're gonna try all three of them. First up, we've got Cowtails. Now, I didn't try this until I was like 13-ish, but Cowtails.
Exclusive property of the Novine Universe on TikTok and YouTube.
I just need to lose 10 more pounds till I'm overweight.
Ew. It's worse than I remember. How did I like this when I was younger? The texture's like chalk. And it's so rubbery-like. That's an... Oh, my phone froze up randomly, but this is a no for me. There's no way this can be bad. We got bunch of crunch. I didn't even know this still existed.
Oh my god, the way he ate that. Did you see the emphasis that he put on that crunch?
We got bunch of crunch. I didn't even know this still existed. Certified classic. Absolutely love these. And finally, we got the Haribo Twin Snakes. Now these I know that I will not hate because I've had these recently. We're only going to try one because I don't want this video to be too long.
Like, I don't know who would ever genuinely watch this. Yeah, this is so good! The only people watching this are unironic watchers. Chantal's Soiled Scooter, hello. Update, I met the man that asked about the grays and butts. He was sweet. We'll see what happens, like the stream girls. Oh my gosh. I need to do some research on the grays. Thank you so much, Soiled Scooter. I appreciate that. Good luck to you. SJ, hello. Nova having a blank profile on the tweet alternative that YouTube will not let my type of do what you will with this. Nova has a sissy. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I would be able to show any of that. It would be funny to look at, though. Maybe scarring. I'm not sure. Amber Lynn's middle tooth. Thank you so much. Justice for Mouse. I love animals named after other animals. Exclusive property of the Novine Universe Heart Hands. Thank you so much, Amber Lynn's middle tooth. Angel. Hi, Angel. K through 12 means kindergarten through senior. Yeah, K through 12. Oh, so her album was about school. Lovely. Fat Pigeon, hi. Hello again. I'm excited to catch another stream. I hope you've been well. Morbidly obese pigeon heart hands. I have been well. Thank you for the morbidly obese pigeon heart hands. Appreciate that. Angel, thanks again. Thank God that he's an only child. Oh, I know. Well, I don't know. Maybe if he could have a sibling that would rein him in a little bit and show him to not act certain ways. Like maybe like an older brother would have been good for him. But I don't know. Then again, it's not the sibling's responsibility for your other sibling to not be a fuck up.
It's got the ideal firmness of a gummy while still having a nice chew, and it's got that amazing sweet and sour flavor that you want to find in Twin Snakes. All in all, I'm pretty impressed with my childhood snacks. I'm never buying the Cowtails again, but I'll still be buying the Bunch of Crunch and the Twin Snakes again. A new Nom Nom just opened up in my area. If you don't know, Nom Nom is a convenience store. It used to be called Zip Trip before a Hawaiian company bought it and turned it into Nom Nom. Well, a new location just opened up in my area a few weeks ago. I just went to it for the first time after dashing my little legs out. So I'm going to show you everything that I got, and I'm going to squeeze.
Oh, he's door dashing. No way. Oh my god, he's actually doing it. I just got some Nom Nom while door dashing my legs out. Okay, so he's getting some exercise. I don't know how that's feasible. I really don't know how he can DoorDash on a bicycle. I mean, that might be possible in an urban area. But, like, it seems like he lives in, like, a suburban town. And he's not the most fit person.
He's reviewing as well. Let me just bring my trike a little bit closer. You can see it now. All right, first up is the bag. I only got one thing for myself here. The other thing is for my mom, which is a acai vitamin water. I ended up getting a thing of wasabi and soy sauce almonds. You can never, ever, ever go wrong with these. And yeah, absolutely great. If you have not tried these and the salt and vinegar almonds are the absolute best. Then next up for a review, please drink responsibly.
I pulled the Mega Gengar! I'm going to be saying that all day.
We got the Hard Mountain Dew Baja Blast Mix. I never knew this existed, but yeah, we're going to be trying.
So I mean, I don't know. Like, if he were just, if he makes his money off of TikTok and just like doing stupid shit, like easy come, easy go. But you would think that if he was doing food delivery and it was difficult for him to be making this money, he wouldn't feel so, like he wouldn't want to just blow it all. Because I mean, if you work really hard for something, I mean, you just don't want to blow it on stupid shit.
Trying these in 2 separate videos. We got the punch, mango, pineapple, and regular flavors. Alright, and finally, we got a crush orange with cherry. Now, literally, these are everywhere. The soda section is like huge. It's bigger than Pilots. Let's try this out.
Exclusive property of the Novine universe on TikTok and YouTube.
I think it would have been way better with vanilla.
Oh, him whispering in the camera made me violently uncomfortable. Did he get his bike fixed? Yeah, it was $65 to repair, and then he pocketed all the other money. But he had to spend $60 on paint for his shed, so he really only netted maybe $40. How about $40 for Nova? Are you calling me big? Yes, I am. Thank you. I think that I'll need a shower after this stream. Probably the best. Probably for the best. After watching Nova and Chantal some nights, it probably is best. I always encourage you guys to not eat during these streams either. Deborah Kirk, thank you so much for the very generous super chat. When you mimicked Nova's silly, excited voice, I salad a mouthful of muesli. The soy milk almost came out of my nose. Oh my god. Well, I probably sound ridiculous too when I've like gotten rare Labubus and stuff, so I can't make too much fun, but you know, it's Nova, so maybe I get a free pass. Thank you so much, Deborah. I have no idea what muesli is. That's 2 words I don't know that you've used tonight.
All in all, great gas station. I'll definitely be back. I'll give everything in the store. Get a muffler replacement. Fuck. 8.5 out of 10. Novine Universe signing off.
The stupid autocorrect turned had into salad. Oh. Silly, excited voice. I had a mouthful. Okay. Yeah. That damn autocorrect will get you every time. Oh my goodness. Uneducated American. You're not wrong. You are not wrong. Oh my gosh. So he got hard Mountain Dew. He got a snack. He got orange crush with cherry. Okay. So I don't know. It seems like he's very smart with his money. It seems like he's making a whole lot of good purchases. I like how he wears the Novacord vest out in public when he door dashes. Well, I mean, really, he's advertising. You know, like how sometimes like people who get company cars, like they'll have like the business on the company car. That's really what he's doing. So when you see him out bicycling around town, door dashing, he's also advertising for his business. He's an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur. Good on you, Nova. Hannah. Hello, Hannah. Hey, Jordy, I have strep throat and I was sent home early today. Thank you for streaming. I am so sorry to hear that. Ugh, that's no fun. Well, I hope that you can get over it soon. Rest and relaxation. And water. And rest. And relaxation. And medicine, probably, too. I don't know. I used to get strep throat as a child, but I haven't in some time. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully you feel better, hon. I had this 2 years ago, even with a tonsillectomy. Yeah, I kind of wish that I would have had my tonsils taken out. It seems like people who don't have tonsils get sick less. But maybe that's just not true. I don't know. Does DoorDash do background checks? I don't remember. I mean, I used to deliver for DoorDash, and I don't really remember them doing much of it. I think that you just have to submit it information and like they give it a once over. I'm not sure. I mean, with how expensive gas is anymore, they're probably hurting for people. Cuz I don't know. They let anyone work for them. Based on some of the complaints that I see about DoorDash and Uber and like other services like that, it doesn't seem like they do background checks. You get more respiratory infections if you get them removed. Oh. Didn't know that. All right, guys. Well, that is going to be it for our Sunday night stream. We will be back tomorrow for some more fun. I am unsure what the topic is going to be. I'm leaning toward Chantal, but who knows? I really appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. We are fully caught up on Nova. I mean, I'm sure there are more Discord messages and sissy pics that we could take a look at, but you know, we don't really go too in depth with Nova. We just kind of keep it surface level, check up on him maybe once every other week, if that. So hopefully you guys had fun. I certainly did. Samantha, thank you so much for the final super chat of the evening. Thank you for not doing a girls stream. Yeah, sometimes we need to get away from the girls. It's nice. It's nice. We need to look up Paul and Morgan. We need to look up into them and Doherty's and stuff. Yeah, as much fun as the girls are, as much fun as they are. Thank you so much for that, Hemiatha. And thank you so much for everyone else being here tonight. I really appreciate it. If you guys wouldn't mind, before exiting the stream, clicking the thumbs up button on YouTube. I hope that you guys have a lovely rest of your night, and I'll see you soon. I pulled the Mega Gengar!